Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Bulls in this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony, Chris Webber. Hall of Fame sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And we're happy to have with us one of the great two-way players in the history of the game, Kevin Garnett. KG, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
How's that headset feel? Feel pretty good?
Man, this is, hey, I never knew, Kev. It's a great fit, bro.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
Is this mine?
Yeah, it's yours, and you look good in it.
Thank you, bro.
For the Minnesota Timberwolves earlier this season, they were the winning team in the last matchup against Chicago.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense was the key factor.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the 3 slot. Now here's Teague. Shot clock at 6. Okogie, he's guarded by Markkanen. And Kevin, going back to your title team with the Celtics, do you think you realized at that time how special it was?
If I knew what I knew now, I would have tried to bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I would have tried to bottle as much as I could. Doc knew it. Doc Rivers knew it.
He did. He did know it. Yes.
Doc Rivers knew it, and he knew it day one, and he knew that if we was going to be committed, we had to be the leaders of the commitment. It was going to be hard on the three of us. He was going to be very tough, but it made us who we are, and it pushed us to another level.
It was like he was the perfect coach at the perfect time for the perfect threesome, right?
Seriously, man, because a lot of people, go to Phil and his style and how it worked for him, Michael and Scotty and that three with Rodman, and then him transferring and going to L.A. doing that with Kobe and Shaq and making that a dynasty. Doc Rivers had a whole nother style, and it was like a Chuck Daly kind of style. It was a bar kind of very, very firm, very physical, but in your face with class. We're going to knock you down. We ain't going to help you up, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
We're going to share the ball in offense. We're going to move it. We're going to have multiple players. We're going to attack for 48 minutes. Look, this is how we're going to play this game. He had a real style that was similar to some of those Detroit, some of those more tougher teams that you hear. That's the style that we practice with and we play with.
It showed. It showed. I mean, to have that, it just like historically good. Count that one.
Mid-range game of Markkanen is so sweet. I mean, early on, he's demonstrated how dangerous he is from out there.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He said if they want to go up 2-0 in the season series tonight, they have to be just as sharp as they were the first meeting. He said we can't get sloppy and expect to win. We have to be careful with our shots and take care of the ball. We'll see if they can execute just as well this second time. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Oh, yeah, Greg, you're exactly right. High percentage shots. That's the important thing. No hero basketball. Nobody playing out of control.
Now here's Allen. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Markkanen passes to Carter. Dunn kicks to Allen. Over Wiggins, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Kevin, looking back at all the discussion and interviews over the years, you make a lot of analogies to food. Are you a foodie at heart?
Oh, my God. Kev, I am not a foodie.
Really?
Kev, I eat to live.
Well, you know about it.
I eat to live, but I don't want to fool you. I eat to live. Listen, sometimes I forget to eat. Is that bad? Is that bad?
Well, as hard as you work, there's probably a lot on your mind. I can get that.
Listen, I like to, a big plate of food scares me. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to keep going on that analogy. A bunch of food. No, I don't want to keep going on that one. Just know that I'm not a foodie. But when I explain things, I like to articulate things where people can understand it. So I use food right away.
Good way to connect the dots.
A little bit. Parallels in life and food are very similar, man.
Good.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
That's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Now here's Allen. Outside, Levine. Allen dishes to Dunn. Shot from 12. There's Allen. That's good on the assist from Dunn.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Here's Towns. And no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Levine kicks to Allen. Back to Levine. Pulls up on the elbow. That one a little long.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Okogie.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He hits both from the stripe. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 2. And KG, as many points as you scored in your career, how much pride did you take in your defensive play?
You know, I like to think that it's respected. You know, I didn't play. I like to think that when I got to Boston, I made more of a added effort to play defense. You know, in Minnesota, I had such a responsibility on the offensive side that you don't ever save yourself.
Yes.
You don't save yourself in anything. But I would have to find ways of when I come out of the game, you know, immediate ice stuff. You know, stuff that I could use to try to get any type of rest. I know Flip was going to use me in 2 or 3 minute segments, so I would probably have 3 to 4 minutes of rest and then have to get right back out. But when I got to Boston, obviously, we had a deeper team, a better team, and Doc Rivers did a great job, I felt like, of listening to me. I was listening to my body, but more importantly, we have offensive scores. I wanted to be more of the head of our defense. I wanted to be the one to be talking. Rondo and I had an immediate chemistry with that. It was something that it was natural between the two of us, and I think everybody else followed. Tibbs threw some schemes on top of some of the stuff that we was able to bring. Doc was open to some of the different ideas, scheme-wise, and the rest is history. Next thing you know, Cleveland is running out stuff. LeBron goes to Miami. Now Miami's running out stuff. Right, next thing you know, Miami beats us with our stuff. It's evolution. It's evolution. It's evolution, man. If I sit here and go through it and you sit back and go and watch it, you're like, holy snap. Wow, it's the same look. They're bringing the guy over, post up. Yeah, so, shout out to everybody and us innovating and bringing that defense, and shout out to Tibbs, right.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And the basket is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to San Antonio.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
Now here's Parker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Begins with the block, but they'll get another chance. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Lopez, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. Chicago also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Evans comes in for Zach LaVine. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Dunn. Jones, no luck. Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Or are you going to dive on the floor? Are you going to do the small things? Are you going to double down? Are you going to be in the spot when you're supposed to, when you're supposed to be there? Know my bads. All this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
It sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh, man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things. And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be, because you got to take 15 perspectives and get them all in one and then go forward with the same philosophy.
Here's Allen. 43 points out last game. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Allen. Over Wiggins. Second shot opportunity. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. They've got Karl-Anthony Towns. Charge is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And there's Teague. And it's McRae in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Dunn passes to Carter. He feeds it to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Wiggins against Allen. The kick out to Towns. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Allen finds Levine. And Levine with the slam.
You just see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Teague the pass to Towns. Here's Wiggins. Doesn't go for him. Dunn with some nice D. And Kevin, you hear rumors. There's been some talk about adding a 4th official to NBA games. But I'd say the replay system kind of is the 4th ref.
It is,
in a way,
and I do not like that, because it's a countless bunch of players at home right now that played through the 50s to 60s to 70s and the 80s and
rolling
the 90s.
Their eyes.
Oh my God, they're sitting over here flipping over like, oh my God, a rehab replay. I have me a ring right now. So, I have a whole nother, discussion with it. I'm super old school with it. Although I do enjoy the replay, and it gives me a chance as a fan to root for my team. And when my team is on the other end of the replay and they get it right, I root and I go, woo. And when
it goes against
I'm like,
you,
they shouldn't even have replay. What the? You know what I'm saying? So I'm a super double hypocrite. Yeah. But shout out to Adam Silver. I think he's doing a great job with our league. The league is fun. It's fun to watch.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, it is.
We've had 2 great commissioners back to back. Wiggins surveying the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Bulls leading by 6. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Nuggets was tremendous. He had 43 points and ran the team as always with a big number of assists. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while. And you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. But the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of them.
Now that's a difficult shot. Tough to maintain your balance out of the spin move and still knock down the jumper.
Back to Levine. And the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago. And the type of leader you are, Kevin, the idea of coaching must have crossed your mind at some time. Am I right or no?
Oh, no. Listen, I like to think.
Too much?
You know what? You have to have a certain patience with coaching. I like to think of myself as a teacher. I like to think of myself as being able to articulate certain things about the game, have a high IQ, being able to translate that from, how I'm thinking to showing you. Those are the things that enthusiastic about, some stuff I want to show them. I don't have any enthusiasm about being out here, X's and O's, drawing up a play. That, man, being a coach is a huge responsibility.
And if they couldn't match your intensity, I'm sure that would frustrate you as a coach, right?
You have to understand that not matching my intensity, but getting a goal done. How you go about something is your way. As long as we're here to reach the same goal.
Yes.
I can't tell you how hard to do something. but I would hope that you would do it hard enough to where it was preventative or however hard it took to reach the goal. And, you know, I've always said that if I'm able to teach someone and get them to work with me, I would hope that they would put some velocity in it in the hopes in which I win at it. That's the only way you got to go at it.
Well said. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jones has checked in, and this is what it's all come to, the end of the season power rankings. You look at the Celtics. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, Chicago, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Towns kicks to T. Wiggins outside, 5 to shoot. No good on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Allen, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Outside Teague, pass to Wiggins. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. 16 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Now the pass to Allen. The dish to Levine. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Jones. Down low. Here's Towns, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
So both teams changing it up here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Markkanen passes to Levine. Allen against Wiggins. Pulls it up. And there's Levine on the assist by Allen. Levine's got 11 points in the quarter.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Okogie, guarded by Levine. Towns kicks to Lopez. Passes to Wiggins. Poked loose. Stolen by Markkanen. For the finish. And Markkanen throws it down.
Coaching staff likes seeing Markkanen work on his defense. I mean, showing improvement on this end.
Here's Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. And KG, I know you've got to run, but as always, you've always got a home here. Thanks for stopping by, and please come back.
Man, K-Hall, man, thank you. Thank 2K, man. Appreciate y'all bringing me through here, man. Anytime y'all need God, y'all let me know, man.
The best, Kevin Garnett. And Chris, one of the things that's really cool, getting to watch KG develop as a player and now develop as an analyst.
Well, it's fun. Having gone through the position where KG is, I know that it's not as an easy transition as he's making it look, but he has knowledge of the game. He is definitely one of the best defenders of our era. He's a winner, and so it's great to hear his insight anytime you can.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
And the offensive game of Markkanen is great, adding more and more to it over time.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wiggins outside. He kicks it to Towns. Over Carter. That one off the back iron and out.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
Here's Levine. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's just a real concentration from Levine, accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Here's Jones. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third. wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the 3. Well, great leaping ability, such a advantage in this game of basketball, Chris, when you think about the bigs who can control that kind of part of their game. Who comes to mind for you?
But you have to go out there to look at that man, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, he dunks, it looks like a Nerf hoop. He just throws it up there, the way that he gets up. How about Drummond, the way that he can get 20 rebounds in just a second, how quick he is at getting that second step and going back up. When I think of athletic big men, I think of Andre Drummond as one of the most athletic big men that I've ever seen in my time of playing basketball.
Wiggins kicks to Towns. Back to Wiggins. Shoots from the elbow. They get it back. Done against Teague. The kick out to Towns. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Markkanen. Allen dishes to Levine. Back to Allen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Here's Towns. Drills the baseline jumper. Towns has got 14 points for the game.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
On the wing, Levine. Back to Allen. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Wiggins missing. Chicago leading by 22. Here's Markkanen. Wiggins with the rebound.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Outside Teague. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Levine kicks to Dunn.
Showing assertiveness inside. I mean, you got to commend the smaller Dunn for being strong down there.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw missing. So for the Bulls. Marjanovic comes in for Carter. And Tyreke Evans subbed in for Levine. And Teague's got the ball here for Minnesota. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. We'll take a look at the Bulls. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's Toronto sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To halt the run, and Towns plays it in. Towns has got 16.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Saric kicks to Wiggins. Back to Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
I mean, dunking is simple for Saric. He just needs good position.
Chicago's gone 4 of 6 from outside the arc tonight. The pass to Markkanen. Inside. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Markkanen. And that's 23 points for Allen.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Teague, here we go. Towns, that counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Dunn passes to Allen. Here's Evans. Back to Allen. Dishes it to Evans. And here we go. Saric all alone. That shot misses.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Back to Teague. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Teague's got his first points in this one.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Here's Evans. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Now Teague. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Dario Saric. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Teague against Dunn. And stolen by Dunn. Evans outside. Allen up top. Back to Evans. To the paint, Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The court awareness Evans has is impressive. He's wonderful at recognizing these guys are open.
Minnesota calls timeout. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded and you may have to take the family with you? So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city and players, members of the organization is very strong. And so a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust because that new team wants you and needs you bad.
Good insight. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Karl-Anthony Towns, and Gorgui Dieng subbed in for Kyle O'Quinn. And a change for the Bulls. Parker's checked in. Evans finds Allen. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Here's Jones. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's McRae. Chicago grabs the miss. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Allen. And it's 13 points for Parker.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Jones kicks to Lopez. Shoots over Marjanovic. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Allen dishes to Parker. Back to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. He's been dominant over the last month. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And here they come. Wiggins with the rebound. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Knocked away. Allen surveying the D. To the paint. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Pull up Jay. It's hauled in by the Bulls. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Blakeney passes to Allen. Here's Blakeney, covered by Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Allen. That shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. McRae passes to Jang and finished off by Jang.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Marjanovic finds Allen. Now here's Moutier, covered by Wiggins. Marjanovic passes to Allen. Good on the shot. Allen's got 25 points.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Pass to McRae. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Fires from 14. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Parker with the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. The Bulls in second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And the first one drops. And Parker drops them both. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jones kicks to Zhang. Wiggins against Allen. Outside, Jones. Passes it to McRae. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Zhang. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Zhang's got 4 points in the quarter. 1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Parker. Bulls moving the ball around. Allen against Jones. Allen dishes to Moutier. And the Bulls with another miss.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Jones kicks to McRae. The pass to Zhang. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Zhang's got 8 points.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
And they pick up 2.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
The Timberwolves shooting in this game, 45%. Now here's Jones, defended by Moutier. Now here's Jones. He has 5. kicks to Wiggins. Over Allen. And it's Wiggins missing.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet, close to getting the block, but really it had the same effect.
And so it's Chicago, leading by a full. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Look on the floor for Minnesota. Allen's checked in for the Bulls. Adams comes in for Zach LaVine. They've got Saric. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Towns. Then there's Teague. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And Adams kicks to Allen. Back to Adams. Drilled from 11 feet out. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Okogie. Adams defending. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. See, Webb, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
Jordan Crawford's checked in for Dario Saric.
Yeah, good interior D there, prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time. A player with this length and his touch from three-point range, I mean, that's just a great asset to have.
Pass to Felicio. Down low. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 17 now, just in the second half.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the dunk by Towns.
Now, he's doing what he can do to dig them out of this hole, but I think he's going to have to turn it up even more.
And Adams kicks to Felicio. Back to Adams. Passes it to Allen. To the right side. Here's Felicio. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Poked away. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. A floater. And that one drops for him. And that's 31 points for Allen.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Teague. Pass to Towns. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football. And so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaqtin' a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
And Adams kicks to Felicio. Here's Allen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And that one falls for Allen.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead. And right now, at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Crawford finds O'Quinn. Okogie. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Allen outside. Here's Marjanovic. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Stolen by Allen. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Blakeney misses. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much. That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Outside Teague. Over Moutier. O'Quinn, the second chance points on the tip in.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Allen passes to Blakeney. Back to Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Allen's got 10 points in the quarter.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficient.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. Blakeney kicks to Allen. And the pass to Markkanen. Back to Allen. Pass to Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Marjanovic, and it goes down 2 points.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Crawford outside. Outside Teague. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Last season, C-Web, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect in your opinion so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room, that if you're a player and you're hurt or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it and definitely he manage your body the way that a coach should. But I don't think that this should be something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest day. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent. But I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue because it was getting out of hand, resting players, especially on national televised games. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to do, and he's taking me to the game and you don't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a big letdown.
That's Sam. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jones is checked in. Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's McRae, defended by Allen, rejected by Marjanovic. Allen drives in, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
And that one falls for Allen.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Jones kicks to O'Quinn. Crawford outside. Unable to get that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Marjanovic. Got it. Good job in the low post.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
It's stolen by Moutier. He dishes it to Allen. C-Web, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you were young and you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team, and I make you a center, and I pull you to one end, and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same, and I believe that coaches should teach great skill set, shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be, instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And so Allen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Passes it to Blakeney. Back to Allen. Pass to Blakeney. 5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Allen, that's good.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. The pass to Jones. There's 1:38 left in the game. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Jang, no luck.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Allen.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. He will go to the line to shoot 2. And so Jones nails both of them. And here are the Bulls now. Allen dishes to Moutier. Allen in the post. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Allen's got 47 points.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
Back to Jang, and finished off by Jang.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
Here's Allen. Marjanovic finds Allen. Fader on the way. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Jones with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.